New high score. It was a sloppy night, but we got through it. Hopefully we get a new cutscene, maybe? Maybe? Intermission? Yes, it worked. Okay, good, good. Oh, I'm so excited. Toy Chica, the high school.
Dear Diary, yesterday was so amazing, and I met such a wonderful guy. But I don't think it was meant to last. For my heart belongs to another.
Exotic butters
He's
in the bottom
so
of that locker.
And strong and so cute.
What the heck?
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game.
Hey guys, and welcome to GTLive Solo Edition. Just me and Jason. Apparently Jason has abandoned me too.
Jason has left the building.
Jason's pulling an Elvis and has left the building. Chris is gonna be here though. We are ready for another round of Ultimate Custom Night. So in case you missed it, yesterday Scott Cawthon released his magnum opus, the game that is to end all other FNAF games, Ultimate Custom Night, which is a free addition to Pizzeria Simulator, even though it's really just a game all on its own. We successfully got to 2,000 points total, and we completed one of the challenges. Really just learning a lot of the mechanics, because even though, you know, this is a typical Five Nights at Freddy's like resource management style game, all 50 of the different characters have different different techniques to stop them. Some have a little bit of overlap, but for the most part, there's a big variety in the sort of stuff that you have to do to actually survive these nights. We unlocked our first secret cutscene, which was a weird anime thing going on, where Freddy and Foxy are at odds with each other. We unlocked Mr. Hippo, who has this like hilarious little monologue about, you know, pontificating about life and sitting on park benches and stuff. It was pretty incredible. We're gonna see if we can figure out how many points we can actually get before we actually have to start really stressing out about the game in general. And let's try to figure this out, right? So yesterday, and the one thing I did learn is that there are actually cutscenes at every 1,000 point threshold. So we jumped immediately to 2,000 because I really wanted to unlock this second office here, but apparently you get a cutscene at every 1,000 points. So what I'm gonna say that we do to begin with is start at 1,000. Maybe that'll unlock another cutscene, maybe that'll unlock the first cutscene that we maybe skipped over, and then we proceed up to 2,000, and we try to kind of like build our animatronic roster in 1,000 point increments, starting from the easiest and working our way harder. One of the things that I think I and a lot of other players have been overwhelmed with this game is because you have 50 characters, there's so many different combinations that you can throw in there. And so yesterday when I'm like, oh, let's do this challenge, let's do this, it wasn't very focused around what was the best strategy, which is, hey, let's start with the guys that we know are easy and that we know kind of work well together and can't kill us, and let's kind of add to the difficulty from there by slowly mixing in people who can kill us, but have styles that kind of coincide with each other. So here I started off along the bottom row. We know Phone Guy can't kill us. He just is kind of a noise delay. We know Molten Freddy can, but he's pretty easy to predict because he just comes through the center vent. Toy Chica is just a distraction, El Chip's just a distraction, and Rockstar Foxy can't kill us either unless we click on his bird, his formerly suited bird. So let's try this and see how it goes, and then we'll boost it up to 2,000 and then move up from there.
Can we call him the formal fledgling?
No, what?
Why not? He's
The
got a
formal
type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
whatever.
you're so weird.
It's great.
Is it great, Jason?
Great.
Tell Jason in the chat that it's not great, because it's not. Okay, so this is this. It's also worth noting that this is the second tier of, oh God. This is the second tier of the offices. This is the sister location office, which is pretty darn cool. Okay, we got mute the call, which is there. Shoot, I missed it. Wow, that was really short. So So all we're really listening for is Molten Freddy there, who's now gone.
Listen, you made it to day 2. Congrats.
We have no one who's triggered by noise, so we're good there. I've also turned on the power generator, since the power generator is making sure that this isn't running down too quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch between power generator and power AC.
I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey.
So that way I don't run out of power, but I also don't overheat myself. I also don't know what the maximum heat value is.
There are blind spots in your camera view.
So I'm curious about that as well.
Outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react.
So I'm going to let the heat actually crank up a little bit, just so I can see where it really caps out, and if it'll just kill me. Will it kill me?
The character in there seems unique in that
120.
More active if the cameras remain off for long periods
Huh.
of time.
That's interesting.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control.
Once Phone Guy did.
Talk to you soon.
So we can't die. We can't die based on heat. That's actually really good to know, because a lot of my energy earlier was being used using either the power AC or the fan to cool me off. And so it's really interesting that we can just let this hover here. One of the things that we learned yesterday, as we were just quickly scrolling through the mechanics of everyone, is that there are certain animatronics who are triggered by heat and who become more aggressive with heat. But it's one of those things that without any of those animatronics in the game, we can actually keep this up here and not have to worry about power. Like, he's gone. Oops. Oh, that's the mask again. Okay, so he's gone. But see, now all of a sudden, like, we can just sit here. My power's at 90 and it's 3 a.m. So this is a really, again, it's about building a strategy that starts with some of the easier animatronics, getting a sense of the world and what we should and shouldn't be doing, and then from there, building up slowly into the harder and harder guys, so we can get to those higher and higher point tiers, but still understanding the general mechanics of everyone we're dealing with. And it's also interesting too, because Phone Guy at this point, he's at 20, but he's only called us once. Clickbait Chica is at 20, and she's only like flashed us twice. So it's not bad. He's gone. Got him there. This is... Sorry, I just want to listen to this for a second. It was catchy. That's also interesting to note that you don't... It just goes away on its own. So that's gone. That's reset. So a lot of the audio distractions, and we've seen this yesterday too with... we saw this yesterday with Helpy, is they don't actually trigger any greater noise. Ooh, hey. Ooh, there's a lot going on now. There.
Oh, that's me.
So Phone Guy triggers, oh my gosh. They're heating up towards the end here. Phone Guy is really one of the few ones that actually like juices up the noise. Everyone else is pretty quiet, and all these like audio distractions that seem like they should be adding to like the noise alerts or whatever aren't, which is pretty swell. There you go. So that's 1,000. So that's 1,000 easy points. Like we did nothing except for like protect one vent the whole time. So I'm curious if this is a different intermission, or if because I jumped straight to 2,000. Okay, so we'll hop to 2,000 now.
There's an interesting little tidbit from Dragon Studios in the chat.
Yes.
That says if you put Golden Freddy on 1 with no one else there, then get enough coins to buy the Death coin. You can use the Death coin on Golden Freddy, and then apparently something special happens.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. So what is it? Golden Freddy on 1?
Yeah. And then with no one else there, which I assume means only Golden Freddy?
Okay, Golden Freddy on 1. That seems random, but okay. Golden Freddy on 1, and then get a bunch of Death, or get a bunch of coins to buy the Death coin. This is a mechanic that I've read a little bit about, but I still don't fully understand. So you collect the Faz coins throughout the night to either pay off Rockstar, Freddy, or other things. And you can buy items, and one of the items is a death coin that eliminates them from the game, right?
I think so.
Let's try it. So what is it? It's Freddy on 1.
Yeah, and then apparently if you use the death coin on him, something special happens.
Really? Okay, so one of the things that I do know is that the Faz coins are just hidden around. So you need 10.
So thanks, Dragon Studios, for that one.
3, 4, 5, 6. And Freddy only appears when you put down your monitor. So I shouldn't have to worry about him too much. 8, 9. Give me your coins! Give me all your coins! No, nothing. Come on, coins. 10. Okay, so I can buy this now. And how do I use it? Do I just click this, or... Shoot, I forget the controls and where the death coins actually fit in. Let's try it.
It says use it on him when he appears.
I don't know what the controlness... Oh, wait. Was his hat always here?
I don't think so.
Right? It seems... So let's see if I can trigger him. Because he's triggered by putting up and down your visor. Nope. Come on. Golden Freddy, where are you? Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Show your creepy face. Golden Freddy, I wanna see your face. Show me your mask. Come out, bro. No? Nothing? Huh. Here, Chris, will you do me a quick favor and look up how to use the death coin, because apparently clicking on it doesn't seem to be doing it. But then again, maybe I just need the animatronic in there in the first place. Like maybe I can only activate it when the animatronic that I can use it on is in the room. But that doesn't seem like it would make that much sense either. Come on! Freddy! Oh wait, there he is. Click. Is that the surprise? I used the death coin on him, it seemed.
I don't think so.
It did not work. That was not effective. No, you don't think that was it? Or is that it?
Oh, click on the character when they appear, is what this Reddit chain says.
Oh, really?
The death coin can only be used to remove certain characters, blah, blah, blah.
But you have to click on... Because I guarantee, this is another thing that I'm pretty certain about. I'm sure that there are all sorts of weird Easter eggs in this game. Like, by putting certain combinations of characters together, by putting certain combinations of characters. One of the other ones I wanted to try during today's live stream, I don't know if it'll work, I don't know if it'll do anything, but I'm curious about, is I saw this idea circulating on Twitter yesterday, where they're like, hey, why don't you put 1987 as either the first, the core 4 animatronics, the original 4, or alternatively do like 4 of the Golden Freddy equivalents and make that into 1987, like their difficulties. Because if you remember, back in the original Five Nights at Freddy's, you had the 4 animatronics that you could set their difficulties, and it was possible to actually set their difficulties to 1987, and if you did, you got an automatic Golden Freddy jump scare.
And just heads up, Brandon Mayo, or Mayo, on Twitter at Rendell Mayo, said you didn't use it quick enough. So I think like the coin turns yellow and you just gotta like whack it right away.
So it's...
They'll appear, the coin turns yellow, and then you gotta...
So you gotta hit the... So you only click the coin... I know that there's
I'm getting conflicting advice.
Shoot, I clicked it again. It seems like clicking the death coin is not doing it for me.
Maybe it is the character then.
click the character. Here, pull up the controls. Or actually, if I escape out real quick, they usually show the controls in the first playthrough. So here's Ultimate Custom Night. Let's do Golden Freddy. Let's put them at 1. I like the second office because it's pretty and beautiful. And then let's try it one more time. Okay, here we go. Power generator, silent ventilation, flashlight, death coin. There's nothing about the death coin here. So like, again, Scott, I love you so much. You've done so much for the good of this channel. You've done so much good for gamers out there in the world, and also for your charity events. But buddy, if you have a control, like a gameplay mechanic in your game, please explain how to use that mechanic somewhere in the game. It would be so helpful. It would be great. Because like, if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't even know that the death coin is a thing. Like the Faz tokens and stuff, I don't know what this stuff is. But there is, I believe, at the very least, look at the Steam page for Ultimate Custom Night in Scott's updates. One that he did like a month ago or something like that briefly mentions the death coin. I didn't look at it at the time because I was trying to stay blind to this stuff, but if you could look at it, that might give us the official answer on how to do it.
Alrighty, I'll give it a look-see.
And meanwhile, I will do this one more time, collecting the tokens, and then click on Golden Freddy. If not, we'll just go back to doing what we were doing and working our way up the like 1,000-point scores so we can unlock more cutscenes, hopefully, and hopefully work our way to whatever the next office is, which appears to be the FNAF 3 office. There's this guy. There's this guy. Speaking of, Steph and I were talking about this after the live stream yesterday, and about how smart. And again, Scott, I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, or if, any of you talk to him on a regular basis or whatever, or like tweet at him or whatever, and I'd be curious to get your thoughts in the chat or on Twitter. What?
How unfortunate.
Ah, shoot, she's adding someone.
How unfortunate.
Shoot, that's gonna ruin. I need to summon. No, clicking didn't do anything either. Huh? That didn't seem to do anything either. Maybe
not. Maybe you have to have a certain number of points.
Maybe they're trolling us.
Yeah, that's probably.
That's probably what it is. But we were saying that.
It's middle school all over again.
I know, it sucks, right? Okay, so we got our 1,000. We know that these guys don't kill us. Trash in the gang. We know that Helpy doesn't kill us. We know that these guys are pretty easy to deal with. But let's see if we can add in anyone else who absolutely won't kill us. We know that Old Man Consequences won't kill us. And we know that a lot of these guys who just hang out on the monitor won't do anything to us either. Phantom Freddy is just the flashlight. He's pretty easy to deal with. And Phantom Balloon Boy. So actually we'll take care of him so that we don't even have to worry about him. And we're gonna start here now. So again, the only person who can kill us is Molten Freddy, who is coming through the main pipe. Everyone else is distraction. Great. So again, we should not die, and we should be able to get an easy 2,000 points. I'm gonna throw him in as like 1, so I get a new high score, and maybe get a new cutscene there. And I think that sounds good. But what we were saying is, say what you will about the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, like a lot of credit, I think, has to go to Scott, because very rare is the game that has such a solid understanding of its own audience, if that makes sense. Like, yesterday as we're playing, you have this 3-minute monologue from like a minor B-list character who's literally pontificating about nothing for a bunch of time. That is, and then you have an anime. And meanwhile, you have an anime made up from some of the characters in the game. God. Oh my God, what a hot mess. Is he not? Is he gone? Is he gone? I think he's gone. Come on. But meanwhile, you have an anime of like some of the characters that are just like, it's so ridiculously tongue-in-cheek, but it's one of those things that like, what other game can get away with that sort of stuff. And the idea that Scott understands like the memishness of his audience, the memishness of modern gaming, all of that stuff, I think says a lot about his understanding of the fan base, his understanding of what gaming is nowadays, some of the stuff that we really value in gaming nowadays, the culture of the internet.
I'm not implying that they died.
All of that.
That's not what I meant.
So it's, I don't know, to me, that's one of those impressive things, and Steph and I were, talking a lot about that last night, where it's a pretty cool thing. Like, it's rare, but it's a really solid, here comes the air horn, solid understanding of, the internet, which is cool. Hot mess. Just the hottest of messes right now. Right? But that's the thing, look. Come on. And also the other thing, like, that these games understand in a way that I think modern gaming still doesn't have. Okay, so he's gone at this point. I think that's the other thing that, like, modern gaming doesn't really fully understand still to this point, is the idea of, hey, it's okay to like make fun of yourself, laugh at yourself, do stupid things like this, and really embrace the like meme-ish culture and that idea of like sharing too. Because that's the other part of this, is so much of these games, oh, Lord, so much of these games, God, it's such a hot mess. Such the hottest of messes right now. Come on. So much of these games though, it's one of those things where it's like, it's so much about going online and sharing your experience relative to the experiences of everyone else who's playing the game. So he's gone, there's, okay, we're back there. And I think that's, I don't know, like, it's a cool way of looking at creating a game. Like, the lore, you have to share it with other people online to solve it. Stuff like, even the, I can't believe this minigame happened to me when it didn't happen to anyone else. Like, it's a very smart way of looking at things. Hey, Clickbait Chica. Looking good in a non-creepy way. Even Clickbait Chica is another good example where it's like recognizing that the fan base just like, makes fun of the creepy Chica fan art. Like all of that. I think it's just a really smartly done game. Stephanie's concern with this one is like, well, it doesn't embrace new fans into the franchise, and it's like, no, but it's not really meant to in a lot of ways. Like this is super serving the fans who have been with this franchise for as long as they have, and I think it's an interesting way of looking at it, and at a time when a lot of AAA gaming is very much focused on, hey, we want to make this as generally appealing as possible. Like, oh, we don't want to do horror games, we want to make them like action games with a slight horror element or whatever, like Dead Space did back in the early days, or like Dead Space did, or like Resident Evil did for a while. I think what you recognized was that people are like, you're trying to be too much for everyone, and so you became nothing for everyone. And this is like, hey, we're gonna super serve the fans who really appreciate this franchise, and that's smart. I think it's really interesting. Anyway, new high score. It was a sloppy night, but we got through it. Hopefully we get a new cutscene, maybe? Maybe? Intermission? Yes, it worked. Okay, good. Oh, I'm so excited. Toy Chica, the high school.
Dear Diary, yesterday was so amazing, and I met such a wonderful guy. But I don't think it was meant to last. For my heart belongs to another.
Exotic butters
He's
in the bottom
so
of that locker.
And strong and so cute.
What the heck?
I've been thinking about him all day.
Oh, it's hell.
And I think he's
it's
really
auto
into
unit,
me too.
hand unit.
He's the only one for me. I just know it. And I know just how to get him.
Okay, biology. Oh, there's a cupcake. There's a basket of exotic butters.
Top hat.
Foxy's
That
hook.
amazing top hat. He'll be mine by the end of the day. I just know it. I told him that I needed help with my homework, but once he's there, I'll have him. And once I have him, he'll be mine forever. There is only one thing that could possibly go wrong.
To be continued. What? That's incredible. Wow. Like I was saying before, it takes a very special game creator to understand his audience enough to know that, hey, I'm just gonna do this, and whatever, people are gonna enjoy it. That's so funny.
Oh man, this might be my favorite game of 2018.
Right? This is best game 2018, hands down. Wow, that is so random and strange. That was great. I greatly enjoyed that one. Okay, so we got 2,000. We got 2 cutscenes now. Let's try to get 3. Because again, Freddy's the only one who's even posing any remote threat to us. Mangle purchases plush toy from the pizza counter when he appears in the right hall to avoid his attack. Nope, so he's gonna kill us. Freddy Fazbear Mask. Unlike the other animatronics in the vents, once Mangle reaches the vent opening, he'll never leave. Use the vent snare to prevent her from making it that far. So that's only vent snare. So that might be a good addition. So we can crank up Phantom Freddy, because he's not doing anything. Balloon Boy, okay, they sneak through the vents, which is kind of obnoxious. Close the side vent and wait until you hear a thud indicating that she's gone. Okay, she'll disable the doors, he'll disable the vents. Or he'll disable the flashlight, but we don't have anyone who needs, I mean, we have him who needs a flashlight, but he doesn't kill us either. Who else is an easy addition? He'll occasionally activate and ask for 5 Faz toys. He was pretty easy before. And these guys are all like the same character, basically. When he appears in your office, search the cameras to find his guitar. Nope, that's hard. She will appear on the opposite side of your office desk. When she moves, use a controlled shock.
Oh man, the chat is going nuts over the Chica thing.
Right, the Chica thing is amazing.
My eyes, I can't believe what I've seen. What was that?
It's great. That's so funny. He's invisible to cameras. Right doorway, left doorway. Okay, so I'm gonna try something here. He attacks the left doorway. He approaches from the left hallway. Bonnie shares Pirate Cove with Foxy. Nope, we don't want to do that. Wait. Foxy will hide himself when viewed on camera. Bonnie will do the opposite and become more agitated. View the figurine. Okay, so if I don't look at the cameras, I don't have to worry about Bonnie, so that's an easy 20 points. I don't want to look at the cameras. He will gradually leave Pirate's Cove if you don't check. Nope, not doing that yet. Toy Freddy, he sits in the parts and services. Nope, that's a weird one. These guys require the mask. Okay. Music box wound. Poised for attack. Throw your Freddy mask. So that's a mask. Air vents, but may get stuck trying to get in your office. Vent snare. All right. Purchases plush toy. What's Enter do? Difficult to see on the vent radar. He'll make his way toward your office. Listen for the sound cue of squeaking metal. Okay, so he closes the vent too. Okay, so here's my plan. Again, we have he attacks through the vents, he attacks through the vents. So those two are about the same, and I just need to listen for vent noise. Distraction, 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 distraction. Still no one is triggered by sound. He's a distraction, they're distractions. And then these two, if I don't check the cameras, I'm good. And then these guys are just keep the left door shut. I think this might work. So, okay, turn off the fan, turn on the power generator, close the left door, so that way I don't have to worry about them at all. And now it really just, okay, thanks. And now I just really have to, wait, hold up, oh my gosh, okay. Now it's just I need to worry about the middle. Mute call. Right? Yeah, that's it. So this should be an easy 3,000 points, right? Like, really? Whoopsie. Okay, that's the center.
Hello.
Okay, that's center.
For today's
That's
lesson,
knocked.
we'll be continuing
Good.
our training on proper suit handling techniques.
Good. So like really, it's just listen for the audio cues and we're good.
Ensure that the animatronic parts are
Because of the power generator,
by the spring
my
lock
power
located
stays
around the
really
inside of the suit.
low
May take a
usage.
few moments to position your head and torso between these parts in a manner that will smooth and speed. Try not to guide or press against any of the spring locks inside the suit. Do not touch the spring locks at any time. Do not breathe on the spring locks, as moisture may loosen them and cause them to break loose. In the case
Okay.
of the spring locks come loose while you are wearing a suit, please try to maneuver away from populated areas.
So there's
before
still
moving
people?
out, as to not ruin the customer experience. As always, if there is ever an emergency, please go to the designated safe room.
He just keeps coming, man. Okay, Ennard's gone. Mute call up here. One of the things I also notice is we're getting Faz tokens every time we block someone. God, he just sticks around, doesn't he? So he's actually our biggest, power usage right now, which sucks. Come on, shoot, 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 shoot. No! No! Oh, good. Yes, I recovered it. Whoo, that was close. I think we got this, though.
Really close, yeah.
Right? I mean, power starts becoming an issue now. And you're starting to feel like all the distractions piling up. Center. Center. That's him gone, 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 gone. But now it's interesting. I could probably turn on Rockstar Freddy because I'm getting enough coins. So if he's like, pay me 5 coins. Oh, wait. And I don't need this one shut at all. That just happened. Mute call. There. Look at this. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, easy 3,000 points. God, shut up! Again, it's all about the combination of characters that you're dealing with. That center. It's insane. Center. Gone. Gone. Open. Good. Jeez. Yeah, power is going to start to become an issue really quick. You call. Got him.
Shout out to @RPGGirl17. Oh man, you got this, MatPat.
Right? Look at this.
Anime cutscene coming up.
Yeah, we got this. Get ready for another. Yeah, I'm assuming it's. So it said the anime one's to be continued.
Right, I'm hoping it's the next one, but I won't.
Of Toy Chica's high school years. Me too. Nope. Come on. Center. Gone. You call. Got him. Good. Center. Gone. Good. Yes! This is great. See, again, it's all about like, there's so many damn characters, but it's all about building up the roster of who you're going up against so that you're fighting them all on the same front at the same time. 50-20 mode, I have no idea how you do that, because then you're having to deal with everything and you have to worry about power and heat and all that. But at least from this, we're able to get like a concentrated, slow build up through the ranks and really take them down one at a time. Yes! Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm so excited. Oh, it's this one again. Wait. Another sun begins to set on my fury, and my thirst for vengeance remains unquenched. I hear the fox laughing from his temple, but his reign of terror will soon be ended. This isn't the same. The air is ripe for revenge, and the blood of the fox's hands will finally be scrubbed off with the scouring pad of justice. Fox is cunning and devious and has continued to somehow escape my grasp. Tried to lay siege to his temple time and time again, but to no avail. Last night's attack did not go as planned. I was captured, but set free on one condition. I must make the fox breakfast for the next step. Wait, so this is different. It's like a continuation of the story. Because last time there was a frog there. He eats his bacon so burnt that it turns black. Behold, the sun sets, but my anger is a new sun, bleeding red over the temple of the fox. I don't know. Tonight is his favorite show. He'll be distracted and he won't see me coming. Way to save animation, Scott. Well done. I like that you're just reusing everything. He'll attack. How predictable. I wonder what this means in the background. I've been anticipating this night the trap is set. I wonder if those translate to anything. He should have learned his lesson. That reminds me, where's my breakfast? That bear had better not screw up my bacon. You don't even eat them! You just use them to build little forts! This night marks the end of the bear and his clan. He will remember this night. Then again, if he wishes to suffer, maybe there is a better way. Yes, I know just the thing. The bear will regret the day he crossed paths with me. I will crush you beneath my feet, and then I will humiliate you before your people. Yes, humiliation, that is the key. Now come to me and see what I have in store for you. So okay, it seems like presumably they're probably flipping between the two then, right? So the first cutscene was the anime one, second cutscene was Toy Chica, third cutscene was anime. I'm assuming fourth cutscene is gonna be Toy Chica again.
Right?
That's still not revealing anything of a lore standpoint. Like, right? I'm trying to think if there's like a way that we can separate it out and be like, oh, you know, this is symbolic of something. Like the fight between Freddy and Foxy, but it doesn't seem to be.
Or if it's just couched in like little keywords in the dialogue or anything like that.
Right? There's nothing right now that's really like, the first one had that, like, I hope he's feeding his friend or whatever, which was a weird thing for Foxy to say. But that one didn't really have anything that I'm like, oh, that's an allusion to something or other. The Toy Chica one seems interesting to me because she had the Foxy hook in her bag, and I'm wondering about like her talking. She's talking about like, I don't know, he will be mine and this and that, which feels more like I'm capturing people or whatever. Anyway, okay. So, this is where it starts to get complicated, I think. Last night's attack did not go as planned. I took a gamble and lost. Now I must wear a symbol of my humiliation when I go out in public. It must be this way for 30 days. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and remember, that is just a stream. A live stream! I can't say goodbye in the chat, but Chris can.
Golden King says, get good. I think you did.
I thought I did pretty good.
King of Swag says, check the crash log. Super Cody says, hi.
Hey, hi.
Blaziken says, bye.
And then bye. Bye, hi, and bye.
Bye.